Let me get my game.
Hi guys, happy Monday. We're back. It's been kind of a crazy couple weeks. a little bit. This week was supposed to be fat acceptance, but we got a little crushed for time and we don't want to rush that conversation. So next week will be fat acceptance. And I know you guys I'm nervous and excited about that episode because we could get a lot of shit for it, but whatever. People are really sensitive nowadays. So this week we're just going to do the MLM part 2. The first MLM episode was when Karin and I first met. So a lot has happened since then. And Karin got me on her train.
Yeah. Thriving and vibing and thriving.
So I wanted to have another discussion about that because it's just, I hate that stigma. It annoys me. I mean, I understand that there are pyramid schemes and stuff like that out there. And there are people that are selling just crap to make money and whatever. But I feel like in the broad scope, a lot of this stuff isn't that bad. And honestly, the way that I equate it to people, I was like, look, Thrive is no different than the fitness influencer chick that's like, hey, if you go to gobar.com and put in code Ashley, you get 30% off, because they're getting a portion of that commission when you use their code, which is just like us getting a promotion of the commission when someone orders off of Thrive. It's literally the same thing. Just one's looked at a certain way because the company business model or whatever, and one's looked at a different way because they don't advertise that they're doing that. But it's literally the same thing. You're getting a portion of a payment for someone going off your website or your code.
So here's my take on that. And they really touched on this really good in Texas. It was amazing. And how they broke it down. Gosh, I wish I had my notebook right now, but I'm going to spit some fire based on what I remember. So because this is a common thing with MLMs. All right. And let me just tell you, every company out here is a damn pyramid scheme, in my opinion, and in other people's opinions, if you really freaking look at it and you break it down. But let me tell you, with Thrive and with Lavelle, first of all, we're a debt-free company. Okay. So we're always trying to help and give back and offer promotions because we don't owe nobody no money. Okay, right? And because we want to see everybody thrive and feel your best. Everybody, you listening right now deserve to feel your best, okay? And be the best version of yourself, all right? But see, we're this company, what we're linked with, what we have our hands on is you have uncapped income opportunities with this company. Pyramid scheme, I don't give a hoot. It's uncapped here. There's so many different benefits and levels of opportunity, no pun intended, but it was, that we have here. Okay. So when I hear that and people think that you can make a one-time investment here, but it's for your package, your product that you're going to use for yourself. All right. And that's that. You can earn your other additional products for free and Thrive for free. It's a one-time investment. And that's just the basics. I could go on and on. If you want me to go on, I will. But when I hear that and I hear people say that, I get a little, because it's different here. And when we say it's different, it's different. And that whole pyramid scheme thing for me just kind of rubs me the wrong way. Because first of all, I've never even heard of that. And I was new to MLM when I joined over 2 years ago. And I didn't even know that was a thing that people said with MLMs until after the fact. And then I was like, huh? But I didn't even know that those two things were associated with MLM and pyramid scheme. I had no idea. But now that I know more about the company and I've seen the company and I've experienced the company and I've been a part of the Thrive experience. No, bro, pyramid scheme in Lavelle and Thrive don't even mix. That's just not even a thing.
Well, and it's okay. Like I said, it's honestly the same thing to me. Like, what is the difference between you and I telling people about our Thrive experience and then they order and we get this small portion of the commission or whatever? And what's the difference between that? My voice just cracked like a teenager. Oh my goodness.
Corporate America is a pyramid scheme. Corporate America.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Scheme. What's the difference between that and some influencer on Instagram that gets a portion when you use her little code?
And you know, this is my thing too. Okay. So when you go to Walmart, are you like, oh my God, am I allowed to say that? I'm going to say that. I'm going to buy, like, I'm not going to buy these vitamins from this, like from Walmart because it's so-and-so and blah, like, no, you're not even thinking about that. You're not even thinking about who's getting $1, who's getting a penny, who's getting a percentage of those vitamins that you're buying from Walmart or wherever, whatever drugstore you're using to get your vitamins, which by the way, they suck. But whatever drugstore you're going to get those vitamins, you're not even thinking about who's getting paid for it, right? You're just going to get whatever it is. But the difference is here, you are like connecting and getting these premium grade vitamins and nutrition from a friend or a family member or somebody who you met off of a support group or social media that you liked. That's the difference. And then, okay, yeah, she's going to get a commission, but why not? Why not support that mom who's trying to be a stay-at-home mom with her kids, or who's trying to have a second income, or who is trying to get a vehicle so that way her family doesn't have a one-car vehicle to share. Okay. So that's the difference. And to me, that's what we should be doing, because we should be supporting that person who is wanting to change their lives and wanting to have the freedoms that maybe you yourself might even be thinking, you know what? Damn, you know what? I wish I could do that. You know, I wish that I could have a car that's paid for every month. I wish that I could stay home with my kids. That's the difference. But when you get those vitamins from somebody else, you're not doing that. That's not what's happening here.
Well, not to mention those, like you said, those vitamins that come from the grocery store. There's always the running joke that you pee most of it out, and that's because you do. Like you get like what was the percentage? Like 2 to 5% of like an over-the-counter vitamin.
Less than 10. If you're lucky, you might get 7 or whatever percent. Yeah.
So that's why I'm just like, that's why when you take the Thrive, you feel the difference because you're actually getting the vitamins instead of them just going.
Yeah. You know what? I know they've done like studies, like if you watch like YouTube maybe or something, like where they've taken like over the counter vitamins and like showed like a lot of those things too, they have fillers in them, and ours do not have any fillers at all. They're premium grade nutrition and supplements and vitamins that you're getting and minerals that you're getting and putting into your body. That's fueling and filling your body with those nutritional gaps that your body needs at 96 to 98% compared to 10 and under. Just saying.
I'm telling you. But that's the kind of stuff that like annoys me about it, is like no one says anything to the fitness influencer. And what I think bugged me and this is what made me think of it, because there was the other day where I followed this one girl, and I'm obviously not going to say her name, but she went on this rant in her car. She went on this rant in her car, and I got so peeved. I almost messaged her, and I was like, no, you're an adult. We're not going to do that. But she went on this rant in her car about how these people from these, honey, you're part of an MLM, stop messaging me with your BS product, blah, 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 blah. But then literally like the last couple weeks had been posting, use code blah, blah, blah for 30% off this protein bar, and use code blah, blah, blah for 20% off this workout outfit. And in my head, I'm like, are you concerned with the people that you're getting even richer? Because they're giving you a very small portion, I'm sure, of those proceeds from using your code. But you are so upset about someone else doing the same thing because you don't like their company. Like, and I've seen a lot of these people that I can guarantee you don't use half of the products that they're promoting. They just do it for the paycheck.
Yes. And I think the issue, and I think the whole stigma and whatever comes from the MLM is because of the spamming, is because of those, hey girl messages that you just talked about. So And that's the thing too. Like, I get that, I haven't been hit with some of the ones that I've heard out here, but I have been hit with a few. But that's
I get
the
invited
difference
to
too.
like the jewelry parties and stuff a lot, like the go on my live, join my group, and win a necklace, and they'll be pulling all this shit out of the box and stuff. And I'll watch it, just like I said, sheerly out of support. Like, because who am I to tell you what you should do to provide for your family? Okay, if this is going to create an extra income for you, then sure, girl. Now, I'll sit there and watch your live or share your thing or whatever if you want me to. But am I probably going to buy anything? Probably not. But I mean, I'll share it or I'll do whatever it is you need to do to make sure you're hitting your quota. Because I know some of those companies, you have to share a certain amount of stuff and you have to get other people to share stuff, And I'm so glad Lavelle doesn't make us do that, because I am not that person that likes to just hop in random people's DMs like, hey, what you doing?
Exactly.
I
mean,
had
there's
to
no
try to
spamming.
do that when I first started this podcast. I had to try to do that, but not in like a way where I was trying to sell something. I was just trying to get like guests.
Yeah.
Like people on the show with me, and immediately I think they would see that. Now, I didn't know that was a thing at the time, but the hey girl message, and that's usually how I start my messages, because that's just how I talk.
Because that's how you talk. Yeah.
And I got like, out of the 20 messages I probably sent, I had one girl write me back, and that was Jordan, who I did the keto episode with, who was super sweet and super amazing. I still talk to her to this day and check up on her. But like, I didn't know that was a thing, and I didn't know like that was bad to do, but now I understand it.
But I feel like it's different when you have a friend or family member that you can will benefit from these products and that would love these products. I think it's a different thing, because you're coming to them with passion and saying like, yeah, wow, these, I really feel like that these products would help you. I hear that you say like you're tired, or like, girl, mom life, twin life, like other twin moms, like you can relate to other people. But I feel like your family and friends, it's more of a passion thing. Like you're more just trying to help them because you care, versus just some random person who you've never met before, who doesn't know anything about you, your family, anything, not even sure what your name is on Instagram is your real name, or Facebook. I've had people send me things before based off of what my Facebook name is. And I'm like, you don't even know my last name. Like, it's different when you actually.
I get that a lot, but it's usually like people just think that my name is a stage name, because I guess it sounds like a stage name. And I'm like, no, that's
so fancy.
Really my name.
It's so fancy. It's so like, what's the word? Exotic. That's the word.
It rubbed me the wrong way when I saw that post, and I really almost said something, and I was like, no, girl, take the high road. But I guess I could have done, maybe if she made it on like a TikTok, I could have done one of those, what's that called, where you respond to them? There's a word for it on there, you stitch them or whatever.
Is that what that is?
I think that's what it's called. I don't use TikTok very much. I need to work on that one, because that's the up and coming social media. But it just rubbed me the wrong way, because I was like, girl, how do you know, first off, that MLM is bad? Have you tried the products? Were they shitty? Like, do you already know? Or are you just assuming because of they're open about their business model and people are open about the fact that they get money off of it and whatever, and for whatever reason that bugs you, even though you're doing the same thing for some big ass corporate company that's giving you a very small chunk of change just to like use your code? Like, and I don't see, and I'm not hating on that either. Like, whatever you got to do to earn your paycheck, like I said, I'm not, and I've gotten good products of some of these people. I bought some of the workout clothes myself, and they're good, some of them. But it's just one of those things where how can you pretty much do the same thing in a different way and hate on someone else for doing it?
And then hate on it. Yeah. I just feel like, who are we to say, and I think I've said this in a post before too, like, I'm a registered nurse, and, people will cheer you on if you go to college. People will cheer you on when you graduate from whatever trade you're doing. People will cheer you on if you buy a new house. People cheer you on when you get married. You join an MLM and people just like ghost you and they ignore you. And it's like, but why? You cheered me on when I had a lot of debt buying my house. You cheered me on when I had a lot of debt going through nursing school. Now I have student loans. You cheered me on when I have a baby or whatever the case may be. But like, I joined an MLM and I'm creating freedoms and creating options for my family, and being able to stay home with my children and not have to leave and not have to go out of the house to get a second job. My car is going to get paid for and I get hated on. Like my car will be paid for and I am hated on. And it's like, for what though? We earn all of this. This is still, I earned my 3 degrees. I earned the credit to pay for my house. You earn all those things. I'm still earning my 3 trips a year. I'm still earning my car, my auto bonus. I'm still earning a weekly paycheck. I said weekly. Yes, weekly paycheck here. So I don't quite understand why it's hated on. And I think in a sense, it might be because it's like, hold up, I'm doing something. You're doing something. We're doing something that you're not, that you could do. You look at me, you look at Presley and you think like, oh, you know what? I could never do that. Like maybe that's why it's hated on, because you think you couldn't do it, but you do it every single day. You advertise your Starbucks, you advertise your Burger King, you advertise your Taco Bell. I don't know what you have there, but I have here. Your Chick-fil-A is up there too. I don't know. I'm just saying. But you're doing the same exact thing as we are. You're just not getting paid from any of those freaking places at all. And you're probably not changing people's lives by advertising Chick-fil-A and Starbucks the way we're changing and impacting lives over
You're
here.
advertising some diabetes.
Oh, like in debt. That's what you're advertising, debt.
I don't even want to admit how much I could spend on Starbucks in a week. Like, and that's what, like I'll tell people sometimes when they ask about the pricing and stuff. I'll just be like, look, add up all the stuff that you're not going to need because of Thrive. And I guarantee you it's equal or far more than what Thrive is going to cost you.
Absolutely.
And I say that because I did it. And I mean, Starbucks alone, I could be spending $100 a month, which is insane, but it's like $5 a coffee. So that shit adds up quick.
That is insane to think about. And I'm sorry, you're getting the red, Karen, today, but I just got to be real. I'm just trying to be real and break it down because you know what? I feel like sometimes it's necessary. The red Karen came out.
I mean, it's just, I'm a real person about most stuff. And you're going to see this on that fat acceptance episode, guys. I'm just blunt, and it is what it is. The fact that I haven't changed my exercising habits, yes, I'm working on it, but I just haven't had the money. And I got all these issues in my house, so I can't work out in the house. I'm not going to go there. I'll get annoyed. This house was built with some cheap material. I'll just leave it at that. But but I just feel like people get so upset, and I'm like, what are you upset about? The fact that someone's trying to better themselves? The fact that I've lost weight without changing anything? I mean, yeah, it's helped me to work on my eating habits for sure. But I think it's like, Lavelle isn't a weight loss company, but what I think the vitamins do for you, someone is really mowing outside my house right now.
I just turned the car back on to move up, and yeah. And if you know me, then you know, and if you know and you've been watching our podcast, Karen usually talks in the car line because mom life, and the kids are getting ready to come out, and the car is moving. So yes,
I told you guys, it's been a crazy week for us the last couple of weeks, and we've done our best, but we'll be back on the saddle here starting this next week.
I'm still trying to catch up from Texas, y'all. So amazing time. I missed out on my girl. I'm mad about that, but you know what? We'll get it together.
But I guess the moral of today's story is don't judge a book by its cover.
Amen.
And not everything. Now I know there's a thing like remember that social media is social media, so you're seeing a highlight reel of everyone's lives all the time and you're not seeing the downsides. But what I can say with Thrive is that like I don't feel like I sell anything. I don't ever have to message anyone. All of my customers and promoters I've gotten so far and all of my orders are people that have reached out to me. I haven't reached out to no one.
And that's what we do. We share versus sell. We don't cold message. We don't spam. And we're just sharing our story with our life with Thrive. You know, that's what it is. That's what it is for us. So, and it's amazing and it's changed our lives. And I'm not ashamed to say I'm with an MLM. I'm not ashamed because it is changing my life. So that's what I'm going to end it on.
Well, guys, I'm excited about next week. I can't wait for this episode because it's going to be hot and heavy and probably going to trigger some people, but you'll get over it. I just wanted to do a little refresher on this one and let you guys know that we will be back in action here. We're sorry for the delays. Uh-oh, Karen left me. But we appreciate your support, guys. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your Monday, and we shall see you soon. Bye.